Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5.5, aka 5.5 of Everything But the Podcast. As always, I am your host, Tonysaurus Rex. You're probably wondering why this episode is episode 5.5, and I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know. Last Sunday, when I was supposed to interview special guest Lenore for episode 6, I unfortunately had a horrible thunderstorm that hit in my area, and it knocked the power out, so we had to reschedule Lenore's interview, and we will now be recording it this Saturday instead. So look for episodes 6 and 7 to drop next week, and I'm just throwing in a probably fairly short episode this week to kind of make up for there being no episode. Yes, I realize that this episode is also one day late, and I apologize for that. If you guys are unaware, I've been doing a lot of independent kind of filming via my cell phone and stuff like that, and uploading to YouTube. So be sure you guys check out my YouTube. If you're unaware of my YouTube channel, just go to my Twitter channel at Tonysaurus Rex, spelled TonysaurusReks. Check out the pinned tweet. It'll link you directly to my YouTube. You can see the two, what I think are pretty cool little videos I made. I made one called A Day in the Life Slender Part 1, and it's like a silent comedy, so to speak. Kind of, I guess you could say I got influenced like by Charlie Chaplin and old silent films from back in the day. So there's no really monologuing or any kind of voice acting or anything like that, but it's still a pretty funny little silent film, like what Slender would be like if he was just going through his normal daily activities. So be sure to check that out. And then also, within the past few days, I believe I uploaded it last night, I filmed a short little horror film from my cell phone called The Wandering Soul. And you guys should definitely check that out as well. I mean, it's not like some big budget horror film. Like I said, I'm just doing everything strictly from my cell phone and then editing all the scenes together, adding music and the talking. Now, this one does have voice acting, so it's not a silent film, but I think it was pretty cool. I think you guys would thoroughly enjoy it. It's a lot of fun doing stuff like this, so I plan on being more involved with YouTube. And again, this is why I'm about a day late from what I would normally do. I do apologize for that. I expect the normal routine of every Wednesday episodes to start again next week. But like I said, I'll probably drop the episode with Lenore as episode 6. I'll probably drop that around Sunday, because I also have an interview with Eric Steven on... Well, I'm actually interviewing Eric Steven on Sunday, so I'll probably upload Lenore's episode on Monday, and then upload Eric Stevens' episode Wednesday, and then from there, we'll be getting back to normal and be able to get back to our normal schedule. I thank you guys for being patient with me. As you already know, I do all of this kind of stuff myself and on my own, all the editing, and so it's a lot of work. But today's episode should be kind of a special one. If you follow my YouTube, you'll realize that I debuted 3 different characters. And today you're going to kind of get to know those characters a little bit. I'm going to bring them on for this special episode of Everything But the Podcast. First, we're going to start with the debut of Clownroy. Clownroy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Tonysaurus. Thanks for allowing me to come on your podcast. I mean, I know I haven't been around very long, and I've only had like a brief short clip on your YouTube of me dancing, but I can't wait to release my video called Clownroy Can't Dance. I think it's going to be really funny, and it's going to be a lot of fun to put my dance moves to the test.
Yes, Clownroy, I'm super happy to have you on the show. As always, we're just one big happy family of pretty much any kind of misfits that exist in the world. We're all a group of misfits, and we love having each other around. So, Clownroy, what was it that made you decide that you just wanted to dance?
I don't really know, Tonysaurus Rex. I was kind of just born that way, you know. My mom and dad, they weren't really big clown fans, but when they gave birth to me and they just had this purplish clown face, they knew that they had to do something with me. And they played a lot of 80s music, a lot of 80s pop music like Michael Jackson and stuff like that. But I wasn't really into that. I guess it wasn't until like the 90s and the 2000s when I started to get into like dubstep music. I really like a lot of dubs and wubs. And I also like old 30s style instrumentals. I don't know, there's something about it. I just kind of came out of the womb dancing. I don't know if that's a very good answer, but that's just how I am. I just want to dance. I love to dance.
No, Clownroy, we don't need you to dance right now. People can't see you. They can only hear you. But, yeah, Clownroy, it's been interesting. We got to get Dolly Llama on the line. We also got to get Jestro.
Oh, man, don't bring Jestro on. He's such a jerk. He always bullies me. He's always calling me Clown Boy instead of Clownroy. It's so annoying.
I know, Clown Boy. Well, we're going to give you the spotlight here. Jestro's not going to be on until later, so we'll ask you a couple more questions. Have you ever seen any dance movies, Clownroy?
Well, I hate to admit it, but I used to watch a lot of Dirty Dancing. I always thought it was kind of a cool thing. And that movie Footloose, it was kind of cool too. But other than that, I haven't really seen a lot of dancing movies. I really like horror movies with clowns, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and that movie It. Not the new one's alright, but I prefer the original with Tim Curry. He did a really good job playing as Pennywise. And it's kind of cool because Pennywise was a dancing clown. So, he kind of motivates and inspires me to be a dancing clown as well.
Yeah. That's interesting, Clownroy. That's really interesting. I think our listeners will love to see more of you dancing in the future. I think they'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, Clownroy, I know you got to go film your dancing video. And I know you also got some more things to attend to. You've got an ad to record for this podcast. So we're going to let you go, Clownroy. And maybe we'll have you on again sometime. Maybe you can help with some other interviews.
Oh, man, that would be really cool. I wonder what the interviewees would think of me. I wonder if they'd enjoy my dancing routine, or if they'd help me learn how to do more dances.
I don't know, Clownroy. I guess we'll find out sometime. Hey, go film that video and have fun, Clownroy.
Thanks, Tonysaurus. See you again soon. Thanks, listeners. See you again soon, too.
All right, guys. That was Clownroy. What I want to talk about is a lot of these creations, they just kind of come to me, and I don't know. It's a lot of fun coming up with these creations in my mind. A lot of them come to me when I'm at work, just kind of like hanging out, running my machine, not really listening to music or anything like that. Then I just have ideas for characters and creations, and I like to bring them to life. It's fun to bring them to life in film and video, but it's kind of cool to bring them to life in the podcast as well. I don't know how long this podcast episode will be, but we do have 2 more characters to introduce you guys to, in case you are not familiar with my YouTube and you're only coming into this podcast and you're a longtime listener of the podcast. I do want to thank you guys for your support. It really means a lot to me. You guys have really shown an outpouring of support both to the podcast, the parody ads that I do, and also to the YouTube channel since I started. It seems like you guys have really enjoyed the content and you want to hear more, and I can't wait to share more with you guys. Now, we're going to have Dolly Llama on with us in just a minute, but first, we got to throw it away to Clownroy. He has a special ad for you guys.
Hey, everybody. Clownroy here to tell you all about the greatest product ever, Boom Box Stick.
What's up, Clown Boy? What you doing?
It's Clownroy.
Whatever you say, Clown Boy.
Leave me alone, Jestro. I'm trying to do this ad for our listeners.
The only ad anyone needs is more of me. I'm the star of this whole shindig. Tonysaurus all just to subtract you. Oh, fine. Don't get all worked up, Clown Boy. I'm leaving.
I want to tell the Super Rexy fam all about Boom Box Stick. Boom Box Stick is the world's largest and loudest party boombox. The Boom Box Stick stands just over 13 feet tall and is so loud it can be heard from miles away. No need to worry about any pesky neighbors. Before they call the cops, just turn on Boom Box Stick and literally blow them away.
I wish I could just blow you away, you ever-growing grapefruit.
1 second, listeners.
Whoa, Clown Boy. Where'd you go with that bat? Now, wait a minute. Ouch! Ouch! Stop that! Ow! Wait, handcuffs. That's a little fire, don't you think?
Shut up! Duct tape ought to shut you up. Now, as I was saying, Boom Box Stick is the world's largest and loudest party boombox. The boombox stands just over 13 feet tall and is so loud it can be heard from miles away. The boombox stands just over 13... Oh, sorry, I already said that. No need to worry about any pesky neighbors. Before they can even call the cops, just turn on boomboxing and literally blow them away. Shut up, Jestro! Just visit boomboxing.com for more details and get your largest boombox ever today. See you guys soon.
All right, and we are back, guys. We are here with Dolly Llama. Dolly Llama, I hope you're having a good night tonight. And why don't you tell listeners a little bit about you?
Okay, Tonysaurus. My name is Dolly Llama. I like to play old video games, but sometimes I get really mad and throw stuff around. But it's still a lot of fun. I also like to brush my hair. And man, later on I'm going to tell you guys all about the hair product that keeps my hair nice and smooth and silky. There's also another thing, but Tonysaurus, am I allowed to talk about that?
Hey, Dolly Llama, nothing's off limits here. Why don't you tell the listeners all about your doll collection and how you make your dolls?
Yes, I can talk about it here. Well, guys, my doll collection is one of the best doll collections in the world. It's made up of all the souls of evil doers. I like to collect souls, you see. They make up my beautiful little doll collection. But I only take the souls of bad people. So if you're a nice person and you're not a bully and you don't hurt people or hurt animals or do anything malicious, then your soul is perfectly safe. But if you're an evil doer, I'm coming for your soul next, and you're going to be right in my collection.
Okay, Dolly Llama, don't freak people out. But like Dolly Llama said, your soul is perfectly safe if you're a decent person. It's only the evil doers in the world that are at risk, right, Dolly Llama?
Yeah, only mean bullies and malicious people, and people that are just pure black-hearted, that have no souls at all. Well, they gotta have a soul for me to steal it, but anyone that's just pure evil, their souls are all mine, and they become my dolls. Like, I had this Michael Myers doll upstairs, and I stole it from the I stole the soul from Michael Myers in the last movie whenever they killed him off, and I took his soul and it became a doll, and I can make him move around, but he can't do anything about it. He has to do whatever I want, because when I take control, his souls are all mine. But sometimes I also like to put them inside my video games, and I like to play the video games, but instead of it being the normal character of the video game, it's the soul of the evil doer. So it's kind of like they're trapped in this eternity of constantly dying over and over and over again. And I think it's really funny to torture them the way they torture people on Earth.
Well, that's a little creepy, Dolly Llama, but thanks for coming on the show. Now, I know we got a few more minutes here, but we gotta make room for Jestro. So, Dolly Llama, is there anything you'd like to say before you get off the show?
Already? Well, just don't do bad, guys, and I won't have to come to your house. I won't have to stalk your dreams like Freddy Krueger, and I won't have to steal your soul and put you in my collection or play video games with you and hit you with the red shell or the green shell or the fireball or any other thing or any other trap or any other disastrous thing that will torture you forever and ever.
Okay, Dolly Llama, go ahead and film your ad, maybe play a couple of your video games, do whatever it is you gotta do. We will talk to you again soon.
Hey, Tonysaurus, see you guys later. Jestro, why are you all duct-taped up?
Ow! Ow! Man, Dolly Llama, what the heck are you doing? Be a little more careful when you do that. Could you cut me free, please? Clown boy over there just did this whenever he was trying to do his act. He said I was really annoying and he couldn't handle it.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna leave you the same.
Wait, what are you...
Hey guys, Dolly Llama here. I'm here to tell you all about the stuff that makes my hair so shiny and nice. It's called Llama Spit. Llama Spit is mixed with Gelatin Z from the planet Buffaroo and is also combined with very special and selected llama spit. That's right, you guys. Llama spit all over the place, And then they just combine it with this special material from a mysterious planet. They mix it all together, and they make llama spit hair products. It makes my hair all nice and silky smooth, and keeps it top notch for all you viewers out there on Tonysaurus Rex's YouTube channel. So be sure to visit llamaspit.com to get all the details and get your quality products today. See you guys soon!
Alright guys, and we are back. I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. This is the first time I've ever allowed the innermost depths of my imagination and mind kind of shine through a little bit. It's actually kind of fun. I know it may be a little weird for you guys because it's not a real guest or anything. It's just, well, maybe it isn't weird. I mean, you guys love horror and whatever I'm into, you guys are into. So, I mean, I'm sure it's pretty cool for you guys. I think you guys will enjoy these characters, not just on the podcast, but also down the line on future episodes on YouTube and like the short films and all that kind of stuff that I make. I think you guys will really enjoy that stuff. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube as well. But without further ado, we are going to get into the last little bit of this episode. I know it's a short episode, like I said. This episode is probably going to only run maybe 20 minutes. I'm going to try to make it at least 20 minutes for you guys. I don't know if it'll be longer or shorter than that, but I know it's not going to be super long. But I'll have a couple announcements at the end. But other than that, we're going to throw it away to this final part. And we're going to introduce you guys to a character you should be familiar with if you follow the YouTube. In Jestro, who loves to play pranks. He's a pretty sinister being. He loves to play pranks. He's a bit of a bully to some of the other members of my freaky little family sometimes, but it's all in good fun. He just, I don't know, he doesn't know how to hold his tongue sometimes.
All right, Tony. Jeez. Quit talking about me and let me on your show. My goodness. I'm the main event, man. Why are you just gonna sit there and talk about me, call me a bully, say that I can't hold my tongue, and I'm sinister? I mean, I am sinister, but that's besides the point, bro. What? I don't get you. You tell me I'm going to be on your show, I'm going to be the final part of the show, so I'm basically the main event. It's like any wrestling thing. Your main event star, you have him on the show, and then you talk trash about him? What's wrong with you, man? I'm the belt holder here. I'm the main attraction. I'm the one that everybody wants to see, and you're going to put me on the back burner and talk all this trash. Whoa, Jester. Why am I saying Jester? I know your name is... See, that's what I'm talking about. You can't even say my name, Tonysaurus Rex. You're sitting there calling me Jester. Everybody knows my name is Jestro, man. What's wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with me, Jestro. It's been a long day. I had a long night at work. It's, 12:30 in the morning? Let's just get into this, man. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm thankful that you're on the podcast, brother.
No, you're not. I know you're out, Dingo. I mean, I just played a prank on you last night. Well, not last night, but what was it, Monday? Where you banged your head on those cupboards? I still can't get over that.
It's not funny, Jestro. It kind of hurt, and it was really annoying.
Well, maybe you shouldn't spend so much time on your phone, man. Maybe you should pay a little more attention where you're walking next time.
All right, Jestro. We get it. You're a prankster. You love to play pranks. Is there any other kind of things you're into besides playing pranks and just being malicious?
Listen, man, I'm not malicious. I just like to have a good time. There's nothing wrong with a good prank here and there. There's nothing wrong with laughing at the neighbor that trips on the ramp and maybe falls down and gets hurt a little bit. Everybody laughs. Nobody wants to admit it. But whenever you see somebody fall, or whenever you see somebody get hit on any kind of TV show, everybody always laughs. I'm just the kind of person that initiates that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why everybody always says I'm malicious just because I like to stick my foot out every now and again. Just because I like to put some saran wrap on cupboards and watch you bang your head. I just like to see people get hurt. I'm not malicious for it. It's just funny.
Jestro, I really think we need to have an intervention for you. We need to figure out a way to make you, I don't know, maybe a little more loving, a little more nice instead of always wanting to see people hurt all the time. I just don't get you, man. I mean, you would seem like a pretty cool person if you weren't so mean all the time.
Hey, I am a pretty cool person. I'm not mean. I just like to see people get hurt. I mean, it's just a part of my personality. It's how I am. If you can't live with it, maybe you should just find someone else to be on your show. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know I'm the main event. You know everybody loves me. I may be a little bit cocky, and I may be a jerk, but I'm just speaking the truth, and everybody likes to hear the truth, and the truth is, I'm the main event. Tonysaurus Rex, this should be my show. This should be Everything But the Podcast with Jestro, not Everything But the Podcast with Tonysaurus Rex. Nobody wants to hear you talk for 20 minutes at a time. This is my show. You know what? From now on, I'm taking over, and I'm gonna...
Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes Jestro gets on tangents and you just need to duct tape him. He could go on all night, I'm telling you. It's ridiculous. He could go on for hours at a time. This was not planned. I don't know what his deal is. Maybe he'll come back on another time, but for right now, I'm going to duct tape him. I'm going to end this episode. I'm going to get some rest, and I'm going to be stress-free. Thank you guys for listening. Stay Rexy, and I will catch you all again soon. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. This episode has been a blast. I don't know how I came up with all this stuff on a whim. I don't know how I don't know why I came up with all this stuff on a whim, but it's a lot of fun. And, yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys again soon. Oh, before I go, I got these announcements to make. There's quite a bit of episodes coming up and quite a bit of interviews. In September, I'll be interviewing 2 people. I'll be interviewing a lady named Jill. I apologize, Jill, if you listen to this episode. I don't want to butcher your last name, so I'm going to make sure that when I do your episode that I find out what your last name is during the episode so I don't butcher it. But Jill is known for doing 2 really cool short horror films, one called Call Girl and one called The Stylist. And she is also working on a full feature version of The Stylist, which will be coming up soon. I believe either today or tomorrow they're launching it was either an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter campaign for that. Be sure to follow them on Twitter. Jill's Twitter is Jill6, S-I-X-X, so be sure to check her out. That's going to be a fun interview. And I'm also going to be interviewing Cody, and Cody is the man behind the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark documentary that is available on Amazon Prime for you guys to watch. It's kind of a documentary all about the original book series of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. There's a lot of controversy around there. It's a really cool inside look on a lot of the things that happened with that, how the books came to be, and you get to see a bit of the family from Alvin Schwartz, which was the creator of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It's really cool. It was something I got to see before the actual fictional movie that just came out. And yeah, you guys should definitely check out the documentary ahead of the interview. I'm probably going to watch it again at least one more time, so I have more questions to ask Cody, but I think that interview is going to be a lot of fun. And that's in addition to the episode with Lenore coming out and the episode with Eric Steven coming out next week. And then the following week, we've got Leslie from All Things Paranormal. Leslie has been a huge supporter of mine. She's been doing a lot of things like getting her people to check out the podcast and to check out my YouTube. And she's also a paranormal investigator. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to talk to Leslie about what kind of evidence she gets and what kind of things she's seen and how she got into paranormal, all that stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you guys check out that episode. And again, follow me on Twitter at Tonysaurus Rex, spelled R-E-K-S. Also follow me at Real Tonysaurus Rex on Facebook. Now that Tonysaurus Rex is spelled R-E-X, and Real Tonysaurus Rex on Instagram is spelled R-E-X as well. I guess I'll go ahead and throw it in the description of the episode for you guys so you can have all my social links and all that kind of stuff. But thanks again, guys, for listening. We'll catch you again soon. Make sure you all stay Rexy. Jestro, what in the frickin' crap did you do now to get yourself in this kind of situation? Let me unlock these handcuffs.
Finally! I've been tied up for hours. Tonysaurus, you really should get rid of those other pea brains. You already know I'm the star around here.
Now, Jestro. That's what got you in this predicament in the first place. Would it kill you to be nice every now and again?
Nothing can kill me. I'm over 4,000 years old, lame brain. Now get out of the way and let me do my ad. I want to ask all the listeners out there, if you've ever just wanted to forget something. Like, maybe that horrible dinner you had that you remember in the morning because it was so disgusting you were throwing up all night. Maybe you had a bad date and you just want to forget his or her name the next day. Maybe you got some bad news. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, how can you care about anything if you've already forgotten it? Memorini is what you need. Memorini is the special pill to forget. Forget all life's problems. It will selectively choose any single item
or any single memory that you would love to forget that you just don't want to remember. Maybe you don't want to remember that family reunion from 1995. Maybe you don't want to remember when your next door neighbor ran over your dog. Maybe you don't want to remember when your next door neighbor threw your cheating spouse off a 16-story balcony. Well, maybe you do want to remember that. It is pretty funny. Maybe you just don't want to remember anything at all. Well, visit Memorudy.com and you can forget everything and anything. Just remember, you'll never get these memories back.